Hey guys, so I didn't have the best day today, I'm not gonna lie. So after work I decided I'm gonna go and do a little retail therapy. Hadn't done that in a while. So I went to Marshall's and I was just, of course, going through their makeup section because why not, of course. And in going through the makeup section, they had some really good deals. So I actually have a full face of Marshall's makeup. And so I want to share that with you. I am going to share the Marshall's price, and then I will try to see if I can find like the regular retail price and share that on the screen with you as well. So the very first thing, they have like two of these, and I'm so excited that I filmed this. But they had this is from Marc Jacobs. So this has a face primer, a bronzer, and a setting powder. So they have the travel size undercover blurring coconut face primer. They had the perfect tan bronzer, and it's in the shade Tantric. And then they had the Finish Line perfecting coconut setting powder, and it is a full size. So I'm really excited. The only travel size item was the face primer, and I'm okay with that. So it was $29.99, which was probably the most expensive, definitely the most expensive thing. It says compare at 40, so we'll see how much it really was, and I'll put that on the screen for you guys. But it's all packaged individually. So like this is the face primer, and the setting powder, and then the bronzer. So that's really nice. So I opened this because I want to put some of the primer on my face while I do my eyes. So here's what the primer looks like. I think it's still a pretty good size for it to be a travel size. So here is what it looks like. And it says blurring, so I'm excited that it's gonna blur. Oh, it kind of smells like coconuts. I like that. So my Marshalls did not have a lot to choose from as far as eyeshadow went, but I did see this, and I had heard of Cara Beauty before, so that's why I picked it up. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I got at, again, Cara Beauty, and it just looks so cute. It's like a magazine. But I only paid $6.99 for this, so I was very excited to only pay $6.99. But yeah, I just thought it was so cute. Even the inside packaging looks like that, like a magazine. Isn't that pretty? And it opens up like a magazine. But aren't those pretty colors? I think they're gorgeous. So, ooh. I was interested in those glitters just to see how they swatch. Wow. So it's not the best glitter. See how it's kind of, yeah. But, I mean, not the worst ever. But you guys know, I'm probably not going to use glitter anyway. So these are so pretty, and you get a mirror in here, which is really nice. It says that it's originally $10, and of course I paid $6.99. So I think it's a great deal. So I'm going to start on my eyes, and I think I went ahead and primed with my Believe Beauty because, you know, I always do. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my eyelid with this shade here. It's called Everyday. So the next shade I'm going to use is this here. It's called Journal. And I'm just going to take that through my crease. There is some kick up in the pan, just to let you know. Then I'm going to kind of deepen that up with this here. It's called Coral Dream. And then just the tiniest bit, I'm going to take this shade here called Velveteen and put in this outer corner. And literally just the tiniest bit in the smallest part of the outer corner. I just want a small amount of definition out there. Okay, and then I'm going to take this shade here. It's called Iced Tea. I'm going to take it on my finger, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. I'm going to take just a small brush just to get those inner corners. I think that looks really pretty. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to take just the tiniest bit more of this primer and put it right under my eyes, only because I wiped a little bit with the makeup wipe. If I could talk. And I think I removed some. So the only thing that I could not find at Marshall's, so I don't want, sorry, I had a whole face, I forgot about this. They didn't have a foundation that was anywhere close to being my shade. They had a lot of deeper shades than me, which is totally fine, and I think that's great. I just couldn't find my own. So I'm gonna have to use what I already have on hand. And since I'm using a lot of Marc Jacobs products, I thought I would use my Marc Jacobs Remarkable. It's been a while since I pulled him out anyway, so this is a little deep for me anyway, but we'll make it work. I'm in the shade Bisque Taupe. So I'm just going to use a brush. So I did get a concealer, and it's the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I paid $7.99. It says compare at $13.50. Here's the shade. I'm holding it upside down, but there's the shade. So let's see what we think about this. Looks pretty good. So I'm gonna blend that out. I do like the concealer. I feel like it gave me pretty good coverage, and it didn't dry super fast, which I really like, and it was just very seamless to blend. I really like that. So let's get into this Marc Jacobs powder. So it has a net in it, which is really great, but at this, because I feel a little bit perplexed because there's a net in it, which is great, but at the same time, like, I have a little bit of an issue with the net sometimes and not being able to get enough product out, because I like a lot of powder to set my face with. But then there's this, so this holds the powder in, which is good and bad. So I don't know how I feel about it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my sponge and press on that net really good. So I also want to try it with a brush. So, oh, okay, it does work with a brush. User challenge. Okay, it worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'll give it that. I do like it. I like the powder. It looks very smoothing and very just nice, and not as airbrushed as some of my powders, but still airbrushed. So I like it. On to the bronzer. I've wanted one of these bronzers I wanted a bronzer like this for a very long time, and I've not broken down and bought one. So this is in the black packaging instead of the white. I think the newer ones are in white, so that's something you do have to contend with when you purchase something from Marshalls, TJ Maxx, any place like that. It comes with this nice little covering over top of it, which is nice. It has a mirror, which is really nice. And then here is the bronzer. I guess I could show you that, huh? Which is, it's a cooler tone, which I like. I like that a lot. A very beautiful shade. I feel like this whole like kit that came together was more for a fairer skin tone, which is nice because I'm a fairer skin tone, so I am happy about that. So for blush, we're going to go back to the Cara Beauty palette, and I'm going to use this blush. It is a very different color than what I thought I was getting. This is the color I thought I was getting, which is a little deeper, and that's a little bit lighter, if you can tell. So I'm okay that it's a little bit lighter, but at the same time, it's a little misleading on the back of the package. Just wanted to point that out. She is pigmented, just FYI. I blended her out though. And then I am going to take this highlighter, which looks like it might be a little bit deep for me, but I'm going to still try it. It's called Glow Up. The blush was called Blushing, and this is called Glow Up. So I'm going to take the highlighter. I think it's a pretty highlighter, and it's not as deep as I thought it would be. I like it. And I did take a more fluffy brush, I guess, and it did diffuse it a little bit more, so that could be why it's not as deep as it probably could have been. But I like it. There's a swatch of it just to compare. Okay, for brows, I found a Benefit product. I'm very excited to find this. It's a Benefit product. It is the Brow Contour Pro. I've actually seen this, I think Casey Holmes used it in a video, like an older video that I saw of hers. And then of course, you know, they may have it still available on their website, I'm not sure. It was on sale on clearance for $8, so I'm very excited. I got the brown black shade, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It looks like one of those pens, like I had these when I was a kid. For school, you had these little things you could click around, and then of course the pen comes out. So it has one of those, and then the color comes out, and then you can kind of roll up the color. So I think that that's kind of neat. So you have a deeper shade, lighter shade for the brows, and then you have a highlighter and a definer, which is really nice. So I'm going to use this to do my brows. Okay, so there's my deeper shade. And then I'm going to take the lighter shade and kind of do toward the front here. Okay, so what I just did was I took a little bit of the definer shade and just kind of put it right under the brow. And then I'm just going to take the finer end of the spoolie and just kind of blend that. And then I took the highlighter and put right underneath the brow and just kind of blend the edges in that a little bit. I do like that. It just takes a little bit of a learning curve, I guess, with that. And my only complaint is it's just like super, super creamy. So it's easy to make a mistake. So just be very careful. And if you get any color on the edge of this, it's gonna, you know, make a mess. You're gonna have to clean it up. So just FYI. This I did not get at Marshall's, but I'm just going to take, because that is so creamy. This is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, and I'm just going to like set my brows. So let's go back to Cara Beauty and finish this bottom lash line. So I'm just going to take that deepest shade called Velveteen right here and just kind of run that along this outer like third of the lash line. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Journal and just kind of buff with that. And so there's that. And then I'm just going to kind of buff the edges here just to kind of soften them a little. So I also got this. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Liquid Eyeliner. I paid $7.99 in the shade Loud. And it's just black. So I'm going to use that. Okay, I like that. It does feel a little dry, so it could just be a little older, and that's another risk that you take with something from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, any of that. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner, and it is in the shade Oh My Gold, and it's $7.99, and they have this shade in a brass shade. And I just couldn't pass up the gold. I'm gonna give you a swatch of it. How pretty is that? So gorgeous. This is going on my waterline. I think that's so beautiful right there in the waterline, that gold. It's just so pretty. And then I got this Laura Mercier Caviar Volume Mascara. I paid $12.99 for it. And it's glossy black. This is what the tube looks like. But it just looked like a nice wand. It's kind of twisted. So, and it doesn't feel dried out. It feels really nice. So I'm excited to try this. Depending on how that wears, I may have a new favorite mascara. So I'm going to take some of this shade here called Flawless. And I'm going to highlight brow bone. And inner corner. Okay, and one last thing that I purchased was this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. It was $4.50, and it's in the shade Naked. Look how pretty that is. So I'm gonna put this on. So, kind of looks like foundation lips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of a lip liner. So this is my KKW Beauty lip liner in the shade Nude 1. And I'm just going to put it on the outer portion and see if I can make it a little bit lighter, or a little bit more defined, not lighter, and a little bit more, a little less like foundation lips, if I can talk today. Okay, I could not make that work, so I went in with my Morphe liquid lip in the shade Virgin. Sorry. Also, I was not a fan of this because it was very drying. Very, very drying. One thing I can probably do with it is I can put it in the center. Of other liquid lips and just kind of like ombre those. So this one may not have been the best one to try it with because they are not hugely different in tone and all that, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this formula just because it is so drying. I don't know if it's because it's older or what, but yeah, just not a huge fan. So just wanted to throw that out there. Alrighty, so that's my full face of Marshall's makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed the video. I think it was a overall success. I didn't find a foundation, so my foundation was one I already had, but everything else I really enjoyed. My only two things I can think of that I didn't like was this liquid lipstick, just because it's so drying and it just wasn't the right color. I thought it was going to be a really beautiful color, and when I even swatched it on the back of my hand and it dried down, it even looked like it was going to be very beautiful. See? That just looks like it, I mean, to me, it just looks like it's going to be beautiful. But then, I guess, everything looks different on the lips. So, anyway, it did work out, and that's okay. I only paid $4.50 for it, so I'm happy about that. And the only other thing that I'm just not crazy about is this from Benefit, and I thought that this I was going to love. I love the concept that it's all in one, like you have everything in one. The only thing that I'm not crazy about is like even the shade I like. I feel like had I not set it, like I could go and just like wipe my brow off and it would be gone. Honestly, I had a little bit of an issue with it just being so creamy that like there was no, I don't want to say playtime, but there was just no like working with it, you know what I mean? Like it just, there was nothing. So it was hard to get it to kind of stay in place. So I would have liked it to have been a little tiny bit more waxy. So yeah, that's my only complaint about that. So maybe that's why it was at Marshall's. Other people may have disliked it like that as well. See how that's drying down? I just think it's just very deceiving. But that liquid lipstick is hard to get off. Let me tell you, it's hard to get off. But the biggest thing that stands out to me is this mascara. I think that this is going to be a new favorite of mine, honestly. It's the Mercier Caviar Volume mascara. I think that it is absolutely gorgeous. This is always my good lash. Don't judge by this lash. Judge by these. But this is always my good one. But I think it looks really good. So I like it. I like the volume, or the not the volume, but the wand on it and how it's spiraled. I think that helps with the volume, but it also like it separates my lashes and fan them out really nicely. So I like that. I like it a lot. There was a lot of good stuff, honestly. That and the bronzer are probably my two favorites, though, if I had to choose. But let me just say, if you ever get a chance to pick up anything from Cara Beauty, I think you should, because I am wildly impressed with the quality of this palette. It was $6.99, and I feel like I got a really great look out of it. It reminds me a lot of the Sweet Talk palette by ColourPop. They could be very similar as far as the eyeshadows go. And then to get a highlighter and a blush in there too, can't beat it. So I really like this, and I think that this was a really great find too. So I'm glad that I got it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that this was something fun and different. I've not done this before, so I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably won't do this again for a little bit, just because I don't need a whole face of makeup from these stores, you know what I mean? So it's always good to go and find good finds at bargain prices. So I will try to put on the screen, you know, the prices of everything so that you guys will know what they were, what I paid for them, and then of course, you know, what the retail value of everything is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that I'm just kind of like today. I'm doing my best. I really am. I promise. I'm trying so hard. It's just even when I try, sometimes it doesn't always work. So I do apologize. I will do my best to be better. Grief is a process, and I'm just processing everything. So it's been a hard couple of days. I don't even know. I lost track of time now, but it's been a little bit of a hard time here, and I just yeah, I can't talk about it, but I appreciate you guys, your support, and just watching. I just don't want you guys to think just because I come on here and I put on a smile and, you know, we do this video and go through the motions that like, oh, she's all better, she's happy, and everything's fine. Like, it's just, it couldn't be further from the truth, to be quite honest. But sometimes you kind of have to fake it till you make it, and that was one of my dad's favorite sayings. So sometimes you just have to fake it till you make it, and some days I have to do that. So doing the best I can. Thank you guys for watching. Truly, I do appreciate it, and I appreciate your support. And if you get tired of seeing me, if you get tired of these videos, would you let me know? Because I really don't want to put out content or videos or anything if you guys are just sick of it. And if you are, I totally understand. Trust me, I get it. But I don't want to be like one of those people who just keeps putting out and nobody wants to watch it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but if you guys are just sick of seeing things from me, that's cool. Just let me know, and I'll quit making videos of, you know, me. Anyway, moving on from that, I do appreciate you guys. You guys are so awesome and supportive, and I do appreciate it. And I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.